Yo mama's so fat, her belly button reaches her house 15 minutes before she does. Yeah, well, yo mama's so ugly, even Hello Kitty said goodbye. No, yo mama's so poor that even the ducks throw bread at her. Life was good when we were walking around yelling yo mama jokes while dabbing in each other's faces. I mean, huh? This is what is considered funny nowadays. How the hell did we evolve from this to this? This new Gen Alpha has somehow managed to set our world back a couple thousand years.
Riz.
I mean, we can't even have a normal conversation nowadays without the word Riz or aura being dropped every second sentence. Yo, did you see that new girl in class? No way, bro. She has gap. Watch me phantom text her with my W Riz. That's definitely plus 1,000 aura. This generation has to be a social experiment. There's no way two people with half a brain cell can actually communicate like this. At least we were clever with our brain rot back in the day. This was peak humor to us 10 years ago. Now kids are laughing at a toilet? What the f*** is so funny about a toilet? I mean, it feels like we're not even trying to be funny anymore. For anyone that doesn't understand what brain rot is, let me explain. These guys, this is funny brain rot. These guys are just plain annoying. Don't even get me started on iPad kids. A collection of preteen kids with a crippling addiction to iPads mixed with snot-covered screens creates what is known as the iPad kid. And to think that these kids are supposed to be this world's future? I can't even imagine this generation growing up to be parents. Dad, why is my sister's name Rose? That's because your mother loved roses, son. Thanks, Dad. No problem, level 10 gap. I honestly sometimes sit down and wonder, if the kids of this generation are already so brain rotted, what the f*** are their kids gonna look like? Like, are the kids just gonna get even more stupid every generation? Is there a point where we draw the line and say enough is enough? To be honest, blaming the kids isn't even the right thing to do. They're kids, they're stupid, they can't even think on their own. The real culprits behind this are the parents. I recently went to a restaurant to eat with my family, and I saw this old couple sitting with their grandson. The whole time I was there, the kid did not look up from his iPad once. I was there for 2 whole hours, and not once did the kid talk to his grandparents. It's honestly sad at this point. These iPad kids will never understand the importance of family. My theory is that if you're under the age of 12, you shouldn't even own an iPad in the first place.
Back in my day, I was only allowed 1 hour of technology time.
And that too, under strict supervision. I wasn't allowed social media or anything. The only form of social interaction I had was with my Moshi monsters. At the time, I hated these technology restrictions, but now looking back, I'm so thankful my mum had a backbone and actually stuck by these rules. Who knows how I would have turned out if I grew up in a house with no rules.
Hey!
I didn't even get my first phone until my first year of high school, and that too, it was my mum's old iPhone 5S. I didn't care it was secondhand. I loved that phone. It took like 10 minutes to even open the app, but I was still so grateful to even have a phone in the first place. Look, I get that the world is evolving and that technology is getting more and more important by the day. That's fine. But what pisses me off is seeing kids nowadays throwing tantrums about not having the latest iPhone. Listen up, kid. If you still need your parents to buy you clothes, you should not be walking around with an iPhone 15. Now, parents shouldn't get all the blame. We still haven't even talked about the mastermind behind the fall-off of this generation. TikTok. The godfather of brain rot. This app has single-handedly destroyed the attention span of over 1 billion kids across the world. TikTok gave birth to all the annoying brain rot these kids quote nowadays. Riz, aura, skibbity, phantom text, we can all blame TikTok for this. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say we also didn't grow up with brain rot. We did. It can be argued that growing up on ASDF compilations and MLG edits was just as damaging as today's brain rot. However, at least our brain rot was funny.
Dang kids always on my lawn. Wish they'd keep their distance.
Brought to you by the Cyanide Happiness Show. I'm sorry to all the 12-year-olds watching this video right now. Skibbity Ohio Riz is not funny. There, I said it. It never was funny, and it never will be funny. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but it's true. Now let me show you a prime example of brain rot That is funny.
Somebody help me, I'm being robbed!
I'll save you! Tree powers activate!
See, now that's comedy gold. It has a good punchline, it uses normal words, and it's ultimately funny. This is an important point. Not all brain rot is bad. There's good brain rot, like Yo Mama jokes or SML videos, and then there's bad brain rot, like practically anything that's been popularized on TikTok. I don't want to sit here and just roast TikTok for 10 minutes straight and act like I'm not guilty of using TikTok myself. I love TikTok, and so do my friends. Actually, some of my friends love TikTok so much that they can't go 10 minutes in the shower without it. The problem with TikTok is it's addicting. I'm 19 with a fully developed brain, and I still get sucked into the black hole of TikTok. So just think, if I, as a 19-year-old, can get addicted, imagine how bad of an effect it can have on 12-year-olds. They can't even tell their left shoe from their right. Now, I know there's going to be little kids in the comment section talking about this is just double standards, L plus ratio. So let me clear the air. Not all brain rot is unfunny. I sometimes find myself watching TikToks and laughing. I'm not saying it's illegal to watch TikTok. What I'm saying is that everything is good in moderation. Spending the better half of your day tucked into bed, smelling like week-old egg salad, and scrolling TikTok for 6 hours straight is toxic. There comes a point in everyone's life where you have to ask yourself, what the f*** am I doing? So let me leave you with some advice. Put down the phone or laptop or whatever new gadget you bought with daddy's money and go outside. Let the grass caress your feet as you look up to the sun and take a deep breath in and think to yourself, wow, there really is a world outside of TikTok.